Hello, and welcome to episode 3 of this TEW 2020 series where I randomized my company's name, roster, and product as we're on their second leg of this welcoming the greatest show on Earth tour of Carnival Wars. As we're in the tri-state area now, we're at George Washington Elementary, if I remember correctly. Yes, we are. That's fantastic in New Jersey, and which is fitting for our main event. Mr. America is going to take on Nikita Koloff. We got a nice little patriotic main event to commemorate being at George Washington Elementary. Obviously, not a great thing having Hulk Hogan on our roster, but luckily for Hulk Hogan, he's not even the worst guy on our roster. That title belongs to Chris Benoit, who's also on this card. No, he's not. Never mind. Card substitute change. He's not going to be on this card, as that's going to be somebody else instead. As I'm looking over the card here, yeah, that is definitely not going to be Chris Benoit on that matchup. As backstage incidents, we have a couple. Mr. America's up first. He was very late, breaking a locker room rule. Slap on the wrist. Repo Man, also very late. Slap on the wrist. And I'm assuming Jad Ozell. Oh no, we got a lot of heat due to his recent behavior, as there are signs that could turn into a very bad situation. Hey, don't do this shit, huh? Yeah, small positive impact, and Jadov's happy about it. Awesome stuff there. So, I think the best way of going about this is just the easiest way, because I kind of already know how the card's going to look like and whatnot. We're just going to go from the top, which is going to be awkward because it starts off, it's going to be an angle, as it's going to be kids hitting the ring for a celebration. Hit the ring for a post-match. Actually, kids at the ring to celebrate the win for America. You kind of already know, it's just gonna be Hogan. Hot dogging. Oh yeah, Mr. America. How could I forget? It's not Hulk Hogan, it's somebody else underneath that mask. As yeah, but just 2 minutes. So Nikita, Mr. America, we're having this match on a bit of a loop. So we'll have the good guy get the win here. A rematch from our first ever show, as it went very, very well the last time. And I think this will go just about the same as a 10-minute matchup. It's not going to be based off hardcore, I know that much. It's going to be a regular match. As the next matchup, it is going to be the co-main event, to steal the show match, as we need one of those. Rob Van Dam versus Kenta. These four were in the four-way at the first ever show, and these two were, two of the best of that four-way, so might as well have them battle it out here. As it's actually going to be a 10-minute draw, so people are probably going to hate the finish. I'm going to assume. But hey, you paid your ticket. There's nothing else you can really do about it. But we're going to find out if that time limit finish is going to really be the end of us here. Fans are going to shit all over it. I don't think they will, though. We'll see. So should we make it just be the 10-minute, or just... yeah, I think it's... I think we might as well just have it be listed as the end. Van Dam's Fears. Maybe not. Maybe just have RVD win. I think we could keep strong. I'm assuming that's not what he's upset about, though. Oh, it is. Alright. So I just figured he'd actually want to win, but that was good enough for Mr. Rob Van Dam. So the next matchup, it's where we're going from the top to the bottom, as really explaining all this, but it's going to be the Masked Superstar taking on the Honky Tonk Man, another match that did pretty well last time. Got a 62. The Masked Superstar won that match. This time around, we're going to have Honky Tonk Man get the win here. They still 50-50 booking as we're touring. And then a little Honky Tonk Man music number before the match starts. Makes his entrance. Singing his way into the ring. Yeah, 2 minutes I think is fine. 35 minutes, I think we're going to be pretty solid on time. We only have And then we have a couple more matches, so we're still good to go. So the fans bring the weapons match, a bit of a tradition that we have going on, as we'll have to look for. Where is usually it's right there. There we go. We'll have that be a default, as we'll go ahead just add that because I like having it. It's great. Great little gimmick. Nope, not false count anywhere. Fans bring the weapons. Awesome. Awesome. We'll probably add some more matches to the default later on, but it's just a nice way to kind of get everything going. So it's going to be Fit. Again, Fit Finley. He's going to take on a PCO this time. Should be a pretty awesome match, at least on paper. We'll see how it is. Yeah, so we're going to give them 10 minutes. Fit's going to get the win, as it's going to be based off a Wild Brawl, and Brooke's going to have a distraction now, as I'm hoping that gimmick works over well with having PCO, with Brooke with PCO, rather, make it the other way around, as she, thinks she's a strong man, when really PCO's the one doing all the heavy lifting and stuff, which that's going to be the next angle here. It's an incredible feat of strength performed, and we'll have it be a little quote around the performed feat of strength. There's the fucking dyslexia there. Performed. We'll go ahead. Bye, Brooke. I want to say that's how she spells it. Off the top of my head. Yeah, no, no E. Alright. But really, it's, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Done by PC. It's a big ordeal. She hypes it up as, yeah, we'll have it be entertainment, and then we'll have it be menace for PCO, because he's the one actually, doing it, but she thinks she's doing all the heavy lifting of it, but really, PCO's the one doing it. It's just basically a barbell with like the old style barbells that the old strongmen would do. It's just a big ass boulder looking thing. It just says 1 fucking ton on it. It's just something absurd. There'd be no way someone could legitimately pick it up, and she gets the job done thanks to PCO really doing it. As the next match actually is a handicap matchup, just to kind of have a little bit of circus fun with a stacked matchup, as the Human Cannonballs, Jado and Ghetto, gonna take on the World Class Human Cannonballs, gonna take on Shuji Ishikawa. As this is gonna be a mayhem match, because we need a mayhem match. Alright, I think it's mayhem or car crash. Might do car crash. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. But they're actually going to get the win, Jado and Ghetto. I remembered that Jado had the better performance of the two, but it might be a little bit different because this is a car crash. We'll see, though. So, yeah, I like the 10-minute segment there. And then, finally, the opener. It's going to be Alicia Fox and Miko Satomura. So, I got the handicap matchup, which should be a interesting women's matchup. So far, our women's division has gone off not on the greatest of terms, but I think Alicia Fox and Miko Satomura. Miko's gonna not be over at all, but I think it still could be a fun little match, as we're gonna have Miko get the win too, just to really add to that. So we'll make it 6 minutes. Yeah, I figured she'd be pissed. Makes sense. Keep her strong, though. As we're going to have a 2 angle. So the first one's going to be Alicia Fox trying to warm up the crowd with her Fox trainer gimmick, and the crowd just shits all over it. So that just Alicia Fox just failed. Warm up the crowd. Just a little 2-minute ordeal. Just got a little Fox doing tricks. She's, waiting for the applause, and everyone's just waiting with their arms folded. Kids are booing. Parents are, holding back their kids from throwing popcorn or, yelling at the lady or just being terrible, miserable kids. Does not go her way, and she ends up losing in her match as well. Another great night for Alicia Fox, and a bit of a tradition. Open up the show with Howard Finkel being with the big top hat. Welcome everyone to the greatest show on earth. And running down the card, you're gonna see the human cannonballs in action. You're gonna see a fans bring the weapons match. Two of the best competitors in the world, Rob Van Dam and Kenta, going one-on-one, as well as the masked superstar and the Honky Tonk Man in the main event. Mr. America's defending America's honor, taking on Nikita Koloff, the Russian invader. It's like we're back in 1987, but I think it'd be fun. I think it's a fun little gimmick. As Finkel to the show on well, microphone I think is probably better than entertainment. Nice little 2-minute intro. See how we do on the booking analysis. Yeah, we're doing all right. I think it's gonna be an interesting show. We got 11 segments, but not a single angle. It's just only one's over 3 minutes, and it's the incredible feat of strength, Brooke Tessmacher. See what happens. So yeah, 59. Howard Finkel, welcoming everyone to the greatest show on earth. At the George Washington Elementary parking lot. 65 paid attendance. You'll love to see it. Yeah, it's a 33. I'm happy that not only did the segment was supposed to suck because it a failed attempt to warm up the crowd, it actually kind of did with the 33. A bit of a letdown. As let's see what the match does, which I'm terrified of. Yep, 28. Miko Satomura outperformed her, and Alicia Fox was just terrible. Got a lot of static from the vocal crowd who clearly weren't impressed. So, Miko's off her game too. Scorpio Rising though in 5:52. You think, man, Alicia Fox it's gonna be tough. it's gonna be tough because that is not a great debut at all. It's the handicap matchup. Gets the win, do the world-class human cannonballs, as Jado submitting Shuji Ishikawa with a cross-face of Jado. 49 for Jado, 38 for Geto, and a 43 for Shuji Ishikawa. Yeah, Jado, he still outperformed even with the car crash match. I think it worked out pretty well, though. I got the crowd buzzing, and it was in a good spot. Shuji Ishikawa, starting off 0 for 2 so far at Carnival Wars, but I think he's been a part of at least, some good ratings for him compared to some of the people on this roster. With a 43, it's not the best, but it could be a whole lot worse. It's better than the women's match. 37 for the incredible feat of strength, performed, air quotes, by Brooke Tessmacher. Yeah, I think it's a visually, that's a fun idea, Brooke and PCO, but they're just not talented enough to pull out great ratings out of the segment. But that's, it is the undercard, so it's not a big deal. See how the match goes. The fans bring the weapons match. 51. 2 crazy quick matches in quick succession. Doesn't really work, though. Yeah, I figured it actually kind of help it in a weird way. When I was thinking of this, I was just like, it will keep the energy going. But yeah, probably should have had flipped it around or something. It's just is what it is. Fit Finlay, though, getting the win when the fans bring the weapons matches. They're going all over this fucking tent. They're going all over the carnival. Air quotes on the carnival. I don't think it's going to be an impressive carnival setting with 65 people there. You know, PCO's taking apron bombs. He's fucking getting hit with everything that's at this elementary school. We got the old school elementary school style chairs, with the three rings in the back. If you taking you back to those colored chairs that had the three little prongs in the back, just not foldable at all. Just hitting PCO with him is Finley. It's a fucking bloodbath. Brooke tries to distract Finley from hitting the tombstone pile driver on a chair, but Fit gives no regard and still drops PCO right on his head. That's an impressive tombstone too. PCO's a big guy, but awesome match for Fit with a 59. That's Fit's the man. Fit is the man. It's a nice 51. We'll take it. And it's a Honky Tonk Man music number entrance. It's a 49. Honky Tonk Man he would have been perfect. Like, he would have been he would have ate this shit up. Being in just those fucking traveling carnival show, just having, man knows his gimmick, knows what he's got to do. It's an easy fucking paycheck every day. And, yeah, good match here. As, thanks to the great chemistry. As Honky Tonk Man getting the win this time around, as the Masked Superstar takes the fall in 8-12 with the shake, rattle, and roll. So yeah, I think the Masked Superstar the next time around when we're going to, I'm assuming we're going to go to the Great Lakes. I'm assuming that's usually, actually no, we'll probably go to New England. Now I'm thinking about, we'll go from New Jersey to New England. That makes a lot more sense. Probably have the Masked Superstar get the win, maybe a little roll of the tights or something. Throw a little heat on there just to add a little fuel to the fire. We'll see how the Steel Show match goes. Goes great. The time limit draw. Van Dam and Kenta. Think we'll have this again. We'll bring this to the next show, but this time we'll actually have a finish. So just a little keeping Kenta strong, but also putting over the 10-minute time limit on the one-on-one matches. There are not fans bring the weapons matches. Normal matches, normal contests that have a 10-minute time limit. So, 74, not bad at all. The main event gets an 82 as Mr. America getting the win for USA with a big boot in the leg drop in 8 minutes. God bless him. And the fans, the kids at the ring celebrating, grabbing Old Glory, waving around as Hogan's ripping his fucking shirt, throwing little Hulksters up. Well, little Mr. America's up on his 24-inch pythons and letting them celebrate, getting the pictures with the fans, and just being a real carny son of a bitch is what we're having. He is our cash cow. That's what we're having Mr. America being. But yeah, listen, I don't know how this is being such a successful product. It's kind of funny how well this has gone. We're making it work. We're trying to. I feel like a lot of the cards have made sense. We've figured out really the format. We've figured out throwing in a lot of angles in there, like where they need to be. I just feel like a lot of things worked out. Really, the worst thing on the card, which again was what happened on the last show, was the women's match. 28 for the match, 33 for the angle. Not great at all, but the boys are doing their part. We have our, Masked Superstar Honky Tonk Man. That feud's going over well. Van Dam's one of the most talented guys we got, and Mr. America is doing his thing. So we'll put over probably all three of those guys. Maybe Fit too, I'm not sure, because we put over Honky Tonk Man last time. Let's give the Masked Superstar some love, and then we're also going to give some love to Fit for doing these Spring the Weapons matches all over the United States. Bring on any and all challengers. So have fun. And so that will do it for this episode. I hope you all have enjoyed it, as we will catch you guys next time for more of the world's the greatest show on Earth's tour of Carnival Wars. Take care, everyone.